Alright YouTube, so we're back with some Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Today we're discussing the leaks, nothing spoilery of course, just kind of the leaks as a whole, and whether or not Square Enix is ever actually going to address them. Now we discussed this briefly in a previous video, I don't remember which one because we upload so much content, but I said something along the lines how I could kind of understand if they did not want to address them because then it might open it up to the wider audience, because as of right now, the leaks are just obviously online. And I'm still kind of that mindset, I understand that line of thinking, but I actually came across something I was not aware of because I didn't keep up with Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I did pick up Kingdom Hearts 3, I played through most of it, and I did kind of review it on my channel. Spoiler, didn't really care for the game. But the point is, I didn't really keep up with the news for the game, the hype lead up to release, etc., and I wasn't even aware of the leaks until sometime after picking the game up. But what I came across that I found very interesting that I wasn't aware of until yesterday is that they actually made a public statement regarding the leaks. Now, this tweet happened in December of 2018, a little over a month before the release of the game, and it says, "We're aware that a small portion of Kingdom Hearts 3 has been circulating online before its official release. We are also aware as to how this has all happened. We're sorry to see this cause concern amongst our fans who are excited for the release. The whole team has been working together since yesterday night, Japan time, to investigate what we can do to better the situation, but first we would like to ask that you do not share these videos. The game's epilogue and secret movie, which are the biggest spoilers in the game, are planned to be released at a later date just in case, so that they will not be shown before the game's release. We want everyone to be able to equally experience the full game after its release, so we ask for your continued support in this matter. We're also very grateful that our fans have been warning each other already about the spoilers. Thank you very much. We're 1 month away from the release. Let's enjoy the game together when it releases on January 29th, 2019. Director Tetsuya Nomura." Now, I believe when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3, the situation was very different. What we have over here with FF7 Remake is people data mining the demo that they downloaded online and finding assets from the full game, whereas I think with Kingdom Hearts 3, it was just copies of the game got released early, like people just had physical copies of the game, and that's how stuff came online, like the ending and stuff of the game. But as you can see, when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3, they made a public statement regarding the leaks, apologized for it, and told us they're going to try to fix it in the future and try to add, an actual true ending to the game that can only be viewed day one with a patch. But what we haven't said over here on this side of the fence for FF7 Remake is a damn delay of the game. Now, we have no idea if the leaks for FF7 Remake are the reason the game's being delayed, and we probably never will, but that's not even the point. The point isn't why is the game being delayed, the point is, these leaks happened, there's all this information out there for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Square Enix has said nothing. And at this point, it's almost a month old. It happened kind of late December, we're midway through January at this point, and they've yet to make a public statement and have only delayed the game. And I did a video about this, they got copyright struck by Square Enix themselves, but I said this in that video, that this is one of the biggest mess-ups, we're going to not use curse words now, one of the biggest mess-ups in probably modern gaming history. You're talking about this super highly anticipated game that's been hyped since the 2005 E3 PS3 tech demo. And probably long before then, but right before release, just a couple of months before the game's going to come out, we have pretty much the entire game spooled out there. It's not like videos or images of everything, but I believe when it comes to the story, the entire game's script is out there. That's what they're able to data mine, if I'm not mistaken. And again, for whatever reason, Square Enix has not even addressed this or made a public statement about it or even acknowledged that there is a demo for the game. Nothing. They've done nothing. They released a couple tweets online the past couple of days or week or so, and then also we got that delay yesterday. And arguably, I'd say that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a much bigger deal than Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's be completely honest here, right? Remaking Final Fantasy VII is a bigger deal than Kingdom Hearts 3. But if you view the situations side by side that are very similar, Kingdom Hearts 3 had a bunch of information for it leaked ahead of time as well, it seems like they give more of a shit about that game than FF7 Remake. They put out a public statement apologizing for the situation, trying to fix it, putting out a day one patch, asking people not to share the videos, and thanking the people within the community for not spoiling it for others. And with this game, we have nothing. If the delay is happening because of the leaks, just address that. Everybody knows it. Even if you haven't spoiled the game for yourself, everybody's aware that the full demo is out there, and a lot of stuff from the full game is out there. Address the situation. Let us know, hey, we're delaying the game. There's all this information out there. Don't share the videos. Avoid it. Don't spoil it for other people. We're going to try to fix up the game, maybe do a day one patch to switch up the ending so that the leaks aren't so accurate anymore. Just do that. That's all you got to do. It's almost more insulting to us as the community to try to pretend it didn't happen or something just to not make a public statement. Everybody's aware. It's everybody's waiting to know what you're going to do or say about it. Something else that kind of leans towards the possibility of this game being delayed because of the leaks is that, as we've seen with the gameplay and people that have actually played the game themselves, it seems like it plays just fine. Now, these are just the floor demos and the press demo that we've seen, with the leaked gameplay and stuff like that, the full bombing mission. The game seems to play just fine, as it should for a demo. We don't know about the full game, but we had presumably the entire game uploaded to the PlayStation Network along with the demo. The 10.2 gigabyte being the demo, the 70-ish gigabyte being the full game. Now, if they're uploading the full game to the PlayStation Network, you gotta assume it's done. Why would it need to be polished at that point if they're putting it on PSN? We've also known since E3 2019 last year that they've already started working on the second game. Now, we don't know if they're actually developing it, just conceptualizing the second game, whatever the case. they've already started working on the second game. So you got to assume, again, that even as E3 of last year, they were pretty damn far along, if not almost finished with the game. The point of all that is that I don't believe that the game is being delayed simply for polish. From the evidence that we do have about the game, it seems like it's pretty much done, other than them publicly stating that the game has gone gold. And at the end of the day, regardless of whoever you want to blame for the leaks themselves, the actual data miners, Square Enix, Sony, whoever, it doesn't matter. The leaks are out there. They happened. You can't change that. Like, if they came out publicly and said, you know what, we're pushing the game back because of the leaks, I think most people would be accepting of that. It's an understandable situation. They had their game spoiled ahead of time. They want to push it back a little bit, maybe change some things up. I think most people would be accepting of that situation. It sucks, but we get it. Instead of getting the generic, well, we're pushing the game back because we want to make you the best product possible. The same thing every studio says. Look, I apologize if I sound upset, pissed off, or ranty in this video, but before I was like accepting of the idea of maybe they don't address it because it might draw attention to it. But now that I see they did it with Kingdom Hearts 3, which in and of itself is a very highly anticipated game, it has its rabid fan base as well, it seems weird that they don't do it here. It's almost insulting that they don't acknowledge it and try to give us a delay and pretend like it's for polish. I don't know, we'll see what the future holds, because there's still a lot of time left until the game comes out, especially now that it's been pushed to April. But as always, I pass off to you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Square Enix will ever actually publicly address the leaks that happened for this game, or are they just going to bury it behind delays? Leave your thoughts and more in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to stay updated with more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @dashingdavid. And my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me a smile, give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a bitch.